it's Sweetie Pie and welcome back to my channel. Today we are doing a video that I have been literally waiting to do for like 2 weeks now, and that is, I'm sure you can see by the title, is the Huda Beauty palette, the Desert Dusk palette, the new palette that she brought out this year, worth your $65 if you're in the US, $85 if you're in Canada, which means this was $85 for me. Now, my wonderful, wonderful husband bought this for me for Valentine's Day. Most expensive palette I've ever had. Let's be honest here, he asked me what I wanted and then I purchased it with his credit card. So, it was a beautiful Valentine's gift. He never knows what to buy me when it comes to makeup. So yeah, regardless, this is the palette, and I want to show you guys the swatches of this palette. I want to give you some information, and then I also want to tell you what I think of this palette. And then also I'm going to do the look that I have on today, which is incorporating the glitter that comes in this palette called Cosmo. And I think that's something that people really do want to see as well, because like, I don't know of any high-end brands that have put a pressed glitter in their eyeshadow palettes. So yeah, guys, if you're interested in seeing this video, if you're interested in seeing if I think that $85 is a good, fair price for this palette, then stay tuned. Do not forget to subscribe, because, you know, I think that you guys would vibe with me. I'm a pretty cool girl. I think you guys are pretty cool. And yeah, I think I deserve a few more subscribers. I know you guys watch my videos and you don't subscribe. Subscribe. Alright? Thanks guys so much, and let's get into this video. So the first thing that we're going to talk about is we're going to get the boring stuff out of the way, and that is all the information on the palette. So this is the Huda Beauty palette, and Huda Beauty is a Instagrammer, blogger. She kind of came up out of social media, and I think that's kind of how her brand has grown and been able to get into Sephora. She has had some controversy lately, and I really don't know a whole lot about it. If you know more about it and you'd like to let me know about it, then comment down below, because I'd really like to hear it. I've had a few Huda Beauty products in the past. I bought one of her lip sets when it came out at Christmas, and I also have her Huda Beauty Electric Obsessions palette, which I think is absolutely amazing. I did a look with this, and I will link that video down below. But yeah, I do enjoy her brand. I think her brand is very unique. It is made in Italy. This is the second palette she's released, and you can find it on Sephora or hudabeauty.com. There's free shipping on US and Canada at Sephora to buy it, so if you'd like to know that. It contains 8 mattes, 6 pressed pearls, 3 duochrome toppers, and 1 pure 3 glitter is what it says on her site. And they have a 12-month shelf life, which really isn't a hell of a lot. They're cruelty-free, but they are not vegan, because it does have, some of them do have carmine in them. It is made in Italy, as I said. Oh, I don't know why my words are all not spitting out correctly. 25.2 grams in this palette, which makes it 1.4 grams per shadow, which in comparison, I think ColourPop shadows have 1.2 grams, so a little bit more than a ColourPop shadow. The first ingredient in most of them is either mica or this really odd ingredient that it's like synthetic mica, if I'm not mistaken. Just looking for that ingredient so I can, synthetic fluorpholipite. I'll put it right here. Apparently it is known for being not a harmful ingredient, which is what I was concerned about. And then another ingredient that I thought was really cool is these are actually made with cornstarch as well. So not only is mica one of the first ingredients, but also cornstarch is one of the higher ingredients in the mattes. Also, what was I going to say? Ultramarines are in this palette as well, and carmine, as I said, which makes it not vegan. So why don't we go into the palette? The only problem that I had with this palette, in all honesty, is that it does not have any like inner corner colors or like a really light brow bone color. And honestly, that doesn't really matter that much to me. I have 100 palettes that I can pull a matte white out or a shimmery color. Mind you, for $85, this is not what you would call like a palette you could just, like, actually no, I scratched that. You could definitely just get away with using this palette, especially if you're a little bit darker skinned, because you could use Angelic or Celestial or Nefertiti or even Cashmere as an inner corner highlight. If you're very pale though, you're gonna want something shimmery as your inner corner highlight, and that's the only thing I had like kind of weirded out about this palette, is that they didn't have like a really pretty, like, you know, shimmery champagne or something like that. So if you're looking to do complete looks with this palette, you may find that you need that shade. Other than that, this palette is absolutely beautiful. I am not going to deny that the colors in this palette are gorgeous. They can be some of the most beautiful looks I've created and some of the oddest texture of mattes that I have ever seen. These mattes are downright scratchy. Like, they're made of cornstarch, so they are smooth to the touch, but this one Eden here, which is a beautiful kind of peachy color, it goes on the eyes so beautifully and so pigmented and, you know, blends like a dream. I had absolutely no problem blending any of these shadows. They are all really beautiful, and that was the weirdest part for me, was that they were so kind of scratchy and kind of textured when I went into them, but they are so pigmented and they're absolutely beautiful, honestly. It's just the texture of them is just a little bit weird on the mattes. On the shimmers, some of them are like so creamy, and then others, like the Celestial, Twilight, what is this one? Retrograde, and yeah, I think that's it. Yes, the like duochrome toppers, they're soft and everything, but they're a little less pigmented, which I think is the reason why she called them toppers. But in all honesty, you can pack these on the lid on their own and they will look beautiful. In all honesty, I'm gonna say that like 10 times probably, this palette isn't something like completely 100% new. I will say that Retrograde and Twilight and even Celestial, I have never had another shadow like that. I've never had another shadow like this. This is brand new to my collection. Blood Moon, Turkish Delight, Angelic, Cashmere, you know, stuff like that, even Nefertiti. Those are probably colors you're going to be able to find in your own collection, especially the mattes as well. So I think that, in honesty, I want you to go swatch this in store if you're planning on buying it and you're not, like, you don't have a ton of money, because I want you to be able to feel what these feel like, or even better, go get your makeup done, like just your eye makeup done with this palette at Sephora and feel it, you know. Like this color Royal and Blood Moon, they're so pretty. The pigmentation is there. The blendability is there. I do enjoy this palette, and I feel bad for really liking it because it is so bloody expensive, but I can't make decisions for you. I had this and I made it work beautifully. The only color that I was just a tiny bit disappointed in was this one. It is in Amethyst. It's a beautiful purple, but it definitely needs to be built up a bit. And like if you, for instance, if you take a really floppy brush and try to go into it, you're not going to pick up a whole ton. But if you go in with a little bit denser brush, like the ones from the Anastasia, you can get a beautiful color on your eyes. So yeah, guys, I want to go into the swatches of this palette. I've given you so much information and I feel like I probably should just stop talking. I'm going to go through the shades as I swatch them, and I'll do kind of a voiceover to tell you a little bit about each shade and what I think of each shade, if I think it's really unique or if I think it's not. But when you feel these shadows in store, you are going to feel that they are a little bit gritty, but I'm going to tell you right now that they blend on the eye so beautifully. These mattes have blended for me so beautiful, and the colors are great. If you like really red tones and really pinky and like, oh, those red tones and those purples really call to me, so that's what draws me into this palette. I do wish that they, like, I think they did it right because they did put some cooler tones in it as well, but I wish they had put maybe just one more cooler toned color, like maybe took out Cashmere or took out Nefertiti and put in one more matte color that could have leaned the look more cool toned. But this is the way she wanted it to be, so this is the palette. And yeah, that's the only thing really I have a gripe on, if I had to gripe on anything. The duochromes, especially Twilight and Nefertiti, are like as good, or is it, no, Retrograde. Twilight and Retrograde are as good as they look when you're looking on the Sephora app. They really are. They go onto the eye and they are so impactful. I'll try to link down below a look I did with Retrograde, and it was absolutely bomb. It looked gorgeous on camera and in person. Also, it is just a cardboard palette. It is not made out of anything really special, in all honesty. It's made out of the same kind of things that, like, you know, Huda Beauty, like Juvia's Place, and let's see, what else? Too Faced palettes, like Violet Voss palettes. They're the same type of material as that, except for on this one, as you can see, they have like this beautiful, you know, shininess to the eyes and whatnot, see? But anyway, packaging, it isn't anything absolutely amazing. I almost would have preferred the packaging she had before, because as much as it has a mirror, it's not like the mirror stands up. So if I even wanted to use the mirror, I would have to hold it like this. And I'm not really that much into that. But regardless, that is the palette, and it comes in this beautiful Desert Dusk box, and of course I'm keeping this baby. I've had no problems with this palette, honestly. There are a few qualms, and I don't really think that she should have charged $85 for this. I don't really understand why she charged $85 for this. Is it because it was made in Italy? Like, what is the deal? Did she think, oh, okay, I can definitely get away with this? Because, like, her smaller palettes, I think, were only $35, and I absolutely love this palette. Like, this is gorgeous. It has the same amount that is in her normal shadows, except for here you get 9 shadows, 3, 6, yeah, you get 9 shadows. And these foil, like, not foils, but these metallics are just as beautiful as the metallics that are in this palette. I really don't see a difference at all. So she's consistently keeping her formula, even though these were made in the People's Republic of China and these were made in Italy. It's still the same formula. Also, in this palette, you do get her little eye, and I have actually posted a video on Instagram, or I will be posting a video on Instagram. Go check my Instagram out. It'll be in the description, where I use this little sweetie pie for a Instagram video. And I do a different look than I have on here. So yeah, if you guys would like to see the swatches, then let's go into that, and then we will follow that with the look, and then I will just do a little bit of a outro so you guys can have my final thoughts. Alright, let's get into that look. And the swatches. Swatches are first, because I know you.
So we're going to start it up, the swatches. And I'm sorry they didn't come out quite as good in this lighting. Retrograde is my favorite color in the palette, and I don't think it came out that well. Anyways, I'm going to give you some finger swatches and some brush swatches, and I'll just go through really quickly and kind of just give you a hands down. So Desert Sand is my all over shade. I use it every single time I use this palette. Musk and Eden are very pigmented and pretty. Eden is so nice. I love those peachy shades. Oh my goodness. Amber is a little bit darker. I think that darker tones could totally use this as a crease shade. OUD is very pigmented as well, and Blood Mood is so smooth, guys. It's so smooth. The shimmers really are super smooth in this palette. The duochromes are a little bit more crumbly, but they are beautiful on the eyes, packed on. Now I'm obviously doing the brush swatches, and I think they actually work out pretty darn well for this palette. If you've seen some of my other brush swatches, like, look at OUD. It is so pigmented, and I do think wet or glitter glue is really good for this palette. Now we come to my favorite row. Celestial is one of their duochromes. It's absolutely beautiful. Nefertiti is it's a shimmer with gold glitter in it, and the gold glitter does transfer to the eyes pretty darn well. Twilight is that beautiful, like, oh my god shade, the pop of color in this palette. Now, the purple, as I said before, I think the purple is just a little bit hard, but I didn't have too much problems with it. It can be built up. It's just a little bit harder than some of the other mattes. Then the two on the last side, Royal, very smooth, very pigmented, and Retrograde, my favorite color and probably the worst swatched. So sorry guys. Check out my Instagram. I swatch them all as well. All right, last row. Cashmere and Angelic are again those really beautiful metallics. They go on very smoothly, and oh, when you put like water or Fix Plus on them, they are just like so metallic. Cosmo with a glitter glue was really great. Turkish Delight, one of my favorites in this palette as for metallics. And then Saffron and Blazing are so pigmented, guys. They're beautiful shadows for the money. All right, now we're going to go into the look, and I'm just putting Desert Sand all over my eye as a base, and then working in with Eden. And I tried to speed this up as much as, oh, look at that. I went in with Musk first. I'm so sorry, guys. I thought I went in with Eden, but I totally used Musk. So yeah, Musk is the second shadow in the palette. I'm trying to pay attention watching this while I spit it out to you guys. And I'm just blending it in with like a smaller blending brush. I really do enjoy those little baby blending brushes. They really do work pretty well. And blending, and blending, and blending. All right, then I'm going down and I'm using OUD, which is the dark brown, and I'm really like kind of saturating my crease with that color a little bit lower than I put Musk. I wish I had used Eden because honestly, that's such a beautiful shadow as well. And then I'm just going back into Musk and kind of, you know, layering up that crease and making it very seamless. Now I'm going to go into the Too Faced glitter glue. You can buy the next one too. It's exactly the same thing. And I am going to put on Celestial all over my lid with that glitter glue. I pack it on with my finger because I think that's a really good way to get really good color penetration. And then I'm just kind of getting it out of my crease, if any got in there with my finger. All right, and now I am spraying my brush and going in with a little bit more Celestial, trying to see if I could really build up that duochrome, which if you enjoyed the look, then you know that I actually am able to build up the duochrome pretty darn well. I think that with these duochromes, with any duochromes, they need a little bit of finessing. Not a whole bunch. This look only took me maybe 15 minutes to create, and it was really beautiful. I enjoyed it. Now I'm gonna put a little bit more glitter glue down so that I can put down that glitter Cosmo. It's like a red and gold glitter. It has a little bit of orange in it. It's so beautiful. Like honestly, I had so much fun with this look. I think that the glitter stuck to my lids better than normal, which I'm not sure why. Maybe it's because Huda Beauty doesn't put as much filler in to her glitters, but it really did actually adhere to the eye a little bit better than my normal glitters. I don't know. Maybe it was just me. I really enjoyed this palette. Do I think it's worth $85? Hell no! But I did enjoy it quite a bit because these colors just call to me. These purples and these duochromes and these really warm colors, and they did actually end up throwing in some darker ones, so bravo. Now I'm just going in with just a white pencil, and then I am going in with Musk on the lower lash line after I put mascara on. I used the Shock mascara from YSL, and I'm just putting Musk all over my bottom lash line, then going back into Celestial and popping that in the middle. Super pretty. I love it. Then going in with bottom lash line or bottom lash mascara, and we're done.
That was the swatches and this beautiful look. I did not put on false lashes. I've been using false lashes for a while now. You don't have to do winged eyeliner if you want to do lashes. You can literally just do like a liner and it's all good. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching my video. I hope this was a good video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope I told you guys everything you wanted to know. If there were any questions or comments or concerns or anything like that, make sure you comment them down below, and I'd like to hear anything about the Huda Beauty drama. I kind of missed out on it. I knew there was some drama, but I didn't really investigate too much, and I do pick and choose brands that I want to give my money to, right? There are certain brands, and I will link the video either up here or down below on brands that I will not be purchasing in 2018 just because I do not like their ethics or some other reason. I have lots of reasons why I don't like buying from brands, but I haven't got all the information on Huda Beauty yet. So, you know, you guys might comment down below and I might change my mind about it. I'm not sure. But yeah, anyway guys, thank you so much for watching, and I love you guys so much. Make sure you subscribe because there will be more videos coming, of course, and I love you guys so much. You have no idea. You guys keep me going. And yeah, have a really great day, night, evening, whatever. Especially the mattes as well. Good